Hello, Toolbum.
Hello, hello.
What's up?
I'm just slacking.
Just lacking.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's
Just,
okay as well.
Just building the. I have to lay new pipes.
Oh.
I have to. Jeg må hogge opp hele gulvet.
I'm sorry, what?
I have to. What do you? I have to break up the roof. Oh, the floor. I don't have alone, which is very good. It's relaxing.
Yeah.
so relaxing. Is there some people here that are playing?
There's a few. I mean, those are online now, basically.
Okay, yeah. Phantasma.
They kind of play-ish.
Sometimes.
Sometimes her and Bloodfade do play, yes.
Okay.
It's not often. Kafka Cup does a bit as well. It's not much. Basically, it's Neo and Holy, the most active players.
I cry in top class. Cry in top class. He's playing there.
Yes. He is. And, you know, we all started in top lats, and then he stayed, so... Oh, hi, Holy.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Can you hear me, man?
Yeah, it's a bit low, but I can hear you.
Okay, let's do this.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
nice, a
just,
shaman? Ah, yeah, right.
Ooh, a shaman. Who dis?
Oh, that Wind Fury.
You should give me salvation, dude.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You gonna go for deeps?
No, but healing aggro is real.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
I'm not sure if it's different on this server, but it's definitely enhanced. So,
The aggro, you mean?
yes, the healing aggro, it's lit. It's legit, it's a lot. I mean, it's gonna be better with a Pally for the AoE threat, but still. It's a lot.
You have picked those talents.
Obviously, yes, but still. I mean, when I'm doing heroics, I'm still getting aggro. Often.
Yeah, shaman's pretty bad for it. It's like druid.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's a talent, but it's only 15%. Is it
Oh,
15 or
please,
30? I'm not sure even. It's 15, yeah.
Please, baby Jesus, make the sword drop. Please.
Well, basically, my girlfriend said I'm gonna go to my friend's house, and I'm gonna sleep there, because she wants to spend some time with me. I said, okay. She left. So I have the entire night. I have nothing better to do with my time, because nobody needs a fucking healer for any heroics. And Karazhan is just impossible.
You have to wait till we has leveled.
Yeah, basically yes. I mean, I'm constantly 4 or 5 people short, and I'm only taking decent people. I'm not demanding, you know, full epic, whatever nonsense, gear score nonsense that people are talking about. Fuck that. Just decent gear with fully enchanted gear. You know, pre-raid items and the lot. Being very fair. I'm being very fair. You
Yeah,
want to focus
lots of
down
people.
the destroyers on these, Holy. They do the mortal strike, and don't sheep.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, fuck the sheeps.
He's not on Discord.
Yeah, just don't mark for sheeps in the future. Now the destroyers do the mortal strike, so you want to make sure you cover that. And the ravagers do the kidney shot, so you want to make sure he's sheeped or killed. See, I did 1 chain heal on that guy aggroed me. I'm just gonna DPS. Not enough healing needed.
Holy, how was tanking blood furnace. Was it as annoying as it looked?
Yeah, it was, man. It was an interesting experience, to say the least. Like,
And I was really pitying you. Looked horrible.
it wasn't too bad, you know. Lack of experience, you know, made it worse. But that druid, man, that druid just made things so difficult for me.
Who did the feral one or the healer one?
The healer. No, not the healer. Sorry, the DPS, the Pharaoh.
Yes, they were a bit talkative, to say the least.
It wasn't even that, man. He was just continuously swapping into bear form and tank.
Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't helping.
Like passive aggressiveness.
Oh, we've got some
Yeah.
extra.
Evening.
I'm gonna get some
Oh,
aggro.
hi.
So don't worry about my aggro, dude. Just keep trucking. I can tank these myself. I got a shield. I can tank.
I don't trust you.
Actually, on Warmane, there was a tank shaman, and he was posting videos of yeah. He was posting videos of him tanking like Prince in Karazhan. Obviously, it's post nerf, but still, yeah. Tanking Prince.
You can actually tank a shaman.
Well, you know, tier 6 gear allows for a lot more stamina to come through.
Oh, okay.
But still, I mean, Prince is a hard-hitting fella, and he did it. He tanked it.
Yeah, that's quite impressive.
Very.
Indeed.
I mean, it's a guild that clears Black Temple and Sunwell, so obviously it's really skilled people and really geared people. But still,
Isn't Warmane Wrath of the Lich King?
they have a Wrath of Lich King server, but they also have a almost as popular Burning Crusade server. That's where we played initially, back when Ascension was raiding Vanilla still. A bunch of us went on Warmane and did stuff there. And I have a very, very respectably geared prop paddy on that server.
Oh, nice, cool.
Yeah. It's... yeah, very good. I went back on that server just for fun and did a Karazhan a few weeks ago. And I solo tanked the entire thing.
Oh, nice.
But
So
it's post-nerf, and I'm full epic, you know.
But still, you can actually tank as Paladin, like
Oh yeah, definitely. The TBC completely fixed paladins.
Nice.
And if you're Alliance, you can main tank as well. You can't do that as well as Horde, because there's a different seal that specifically is for tanking.
What does it do?
It adds a dot, and the more stacks you have, the more damage your seal does, so it's more single target threat, which the Blood Elf Paladin doesn't have.
And what does Blood Elf Paladin?
They get a DPS seal, so that means Alliance Retribution Shamans are shit, and Horde Retribution Shamans are good. Not great, but good.
Paladins, you mean, not shamans?
Yes, sorry, Paladin. Sorry, I meant Paladin. Yeah. So the Seal of the Blood adds an extra attack onto your normal attack, which can crit.
Nice.
So it's like a small Wind Fury that always procs. So that's why Red Paladins on the Horde side of TBC are actually decent.
That sounds nice.
But it does come at a cost that every time you deal the damage, the extra damage, you lose HP. So it's only for PvE dungeons raiding.
Wholly tilted out.
I had a tanking shaman in retail.
Yeah.
TBC. That was fun.
It's interesting.
I think I did. Was it? It was also in Karazhan on it.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Thing like that.
I just go straight in, dude. Don't bother line of sight. The boxes don't line of sight.
Wrong.
This fucking AoE silence is actually really nice.
Very. That's one thing that the Blood Elf Paladin gets that the Alliance one doesn't. Is that it's so
The
good
silence,
for
yeah.
it's so good. We're just talking about Seal of Vengeance from the Alliance side making prop Pellies worthy main tanks, which the Horde Blood Elf Paladin doesn't get.
What you can do as rogue, you can spec into improved kick, and you get silence on your kick. So your target is silenced for like 3 seconds. Cooldown on kick is, I don't know, 6 or something like seconds.
Yeah.
So while the cooldown is on your kick, you can silence your opponent with your AE silence, and then kick again. It's like 6 or 7 seconds silence. It's really nice.
It's very nice, yeah.
Powerful.
I'm loving being a shaman, but there's so many on the server. It's good for raiding, because you always need 5 shamans in a 25-man raid. But for dungeons, you're kind of flooding the market.
Yeah, that's true.
But what's missing? Druids again, or
Priests.
Tanks.
Tanks and priests. That's it. Tanks and priests. That's all you're missing. You got enough mages. Yeah, you got enough everything. Just tanks and priests.
even druids? What the fuck?
Yeah, plenty of druids. Druids are amazing in this expansion.
Yeah,
Like-
man, they are great.
I mean,
Feral Druid is
Feral
nice to
Druid's
get.
so strong, like the single strongest physical damage receiving tank there is. Yeah, it's great. Boomkin's okay. Feral Cat is okay. It's pretty good if you know how to power shift. Resto is amazing. Hey Nimsh,
Hey man,
Oh, hi.
hey guys, in general.
what's up, dude?
Long time no see.
Yeah. I was watching the stream.
Cool. You
Are you
good?
streaming, Trin?
I am.
Nice.
Well, I was streaming because I was starting a Karazhan, and then that never happened. So here I am.
Watching the stream.
Still streaming hard, bro.
No. It's the first time I've streamed anything legit in weeks. And I only stream for you guys. I mean, I don't stream for
Aw.
randoms. I don't care about that. I'm not a fucking ego. I mean, if I had any
Like
tits, I
Iron.
would flash them for money, but I don't. Which I guess is also a good thing, that I don't have tits. That would mean I was fat.
You're not yet,
Ooh,
though.
Holy,
But
hold
you're getting there.
up, holy.
Yeah, man.
There you go. Power! It's gonna be much better than your Wind Fury, I think.
Definitely.
Wind Fury doesn't do much for the prop pally.
Who is the paladin?
It's holy.
Oh,
It means what, sacred prostitute or something in Welsh?
What?
Yeah, sanctite means, like, depending on the context, it either means holy or sacred.
Sacred prostitute, yes.
uh,
Or is the prostitute just something I'm making up, or is that actually part of it?
Yeah, you're making that up. It's
Ah!
just me.
and the other two?
They're just bugs.
Oh no, I'm stunned. I can tank. See, fresh
Wow.
shot.
Nimsh, me and Tutul are doing willing cover.
Ah, okay. You're boosting him.
Yeah.
No, I'm playing on my shaman, so
Ah, okay.
We're boosting me.
Does someone run damage meter? Mine is
Yes.
somewhat buggy.
I have a
How
damage
can it
meter.
be?
You're top for this fight, just in front of the mage, actually.
Oh, okay, the mage is actually good.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what
an
I
AoE
thought.
pack, so obviously, yeah.
You know, I think
I did more damage than the warrior on that.
the mage joined us like for the last boss fight in Blood Furnace, and I think he did quite well. So I was just curious if he's good.
I mean, I can look on overall. He's top overall. You're actually you and him are on the same damage since we started. Exactly
nice.
the same damage.
Oh, nice.
And then yeah, the warrior's a bit behind. Warrior's kind of shit in TBC. The warrior
Yeah.
DPS. It's a bit of a shame because warriors are so strong and
In vanilla,
In
yeah,
vanilla.
they were really top, over the
yeah,
top.
it's a bit of a shame, really.
But
I'm gonna get
Butterfly
a
was
I'm gonna
good.
get a quick glass of whiskey while we kill this spearback.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll get the beer too or something.
Big chunk of rum and coke. After this
Why-
wailing.
But why are warriors shit though? I mean,
Well, they're not. What happens is a lot of bosses, a lot of classes around them get a lot better.
Yeah, just like Druid can. The classic got better, so just the viability of can Druid, and all the other classes, Elemental Shaman and all the others, so.
Ooh, good time I got back, huh? Did I pull?
Yeah, I know.
I guess I did.
no, the mage did. The mage
Yeah,
did.
the mage just went on a fucking mad.
Heal me quickly.
Well, drink. Which one? Which one are you drinking?
I am drinking Monkey Shoulder. Do you know that one?
No, come on! How
Well,
often
I
have
have heard of it, but never tried, so.
It's actually very nice. It's if you don't know it, it's a blend of Glenfiddich, Balvenie, and Kinninby. It's very friendly, sweet, fruity, kind of nice.
I know
Yeah,
Glenveddich.
It's cheap. It's good. I'm getting those actually for my enhancement.
Well, in my shop, the shop that where I buy my whiskey, they don't have it, but yeah, Benfini and
It's-
Glenfiddich, that should be good blend.
It is, and actually Kinninby is an interesting distillery because it's basically the backyard distillery from Balvenie. Like it's an extension of it essentially, but it's a separate brand, a separate product.
Yeah, that
And
one I
it's-
don't know it, so.
It's been so small production that they've only released in blends up until like not long ago. Yeah, very good.
So why are warriors shit though? I mean, what I heard is they cannot really spec into Fury because Fury is shit, but why is Fury shit?
Fury's not shit per se, but for the time being, there's so much more utility coming from mages.
Oh, great. I think you might need to heal a bit.
Yeah, there's so much more utility coming from all the other specs and classes that, like even a rogue has more utility in TBC because you can actually sap in TBC. So yeah, I mean, warriors not shit, but when you compare it to vanilla, it is.
Yo, this all about synergy, so. The other classes bring more synergy with them, so.
What does a rogue bring to the group?
It brings faint.
You have sap, you have stun locking, you have blind.
A warrior?
There is a lot of in-combat utility coming from a rogue.
And a warrior?
Don't they have exposed armor or something?
You also have exposed armor, yeah. A warrior, if he's really good, he'll know when to stand stance, shield on, taunt, kite, etc. But most warriors on this server have not played vanilla and raided vanilla and don't have that experience, so they don't know shit other than spamming DPS abilities. And warriors scale so well with gear that initially, like in this tier, in tier 4, in early game, they're just kind of behind. But later on, they get really strong. Like a rogue. Rogue right now is not super strong.
Yeah.
But later on, they get really strong.
Yeah, they are top DPS in
Yeah.
tier 6.
And warlocks are just good, plain good. Just good from start,
Yeah.
good to the finish.
Yeah. It's their expansion.
But every class that scales from crit or haste, just kind of, I mean, they just kind of need more gear before they go all the way.
Like standard melee shit, man.
Standard melee shit. Well, actually, in BVL, surprisingly, in BVL, obviously melee are top dogs. But getting on later in AQ and Nax, you know, the mages take over. And I guess if you count arcane mages into the mix, then they get really strong later on.
Ooh, Jazz here. Hey, Vanya.
Hello!
Yo, what's up, man?
Hey, we got a lot of people here.
It's a reunion!
Ascension when?
It exists. It's all up to you guys. I've done my part.
Yeah, we need more players.
It's a
10
shame,
more.
really, but
Yeah, it is.
we kind of fell into the top lads trap.
Yeah, we did.
I tried to warn you guys.
You
I
did.
literally
Everybody
tried to warn
warned
you.
us. Everybody said it's gonna be shit. It's gonna be horrible.
No, but now it's better.
It is.
Now it's way better. I have to say it.
This is
Well,
actually
see-
good, man.
The issue
Yeah,
is...
yeah.
The
Now
issue
now it's
is- The issue is, there's what, 4 people of Ascension in top lads?
Yeah,
Shit,
there's,
I lost connectivity. What did you say?
Five, 6, Overlord, me, Talat, Vanya, Tycho,
yeah.
above
Yeah, okay.
Who more? How many were there?
5?
5 or 6.
5 or 6.
That's little.
It is. So now, I mean, those that want to play Netherwing, half are in this guild, actual Ascension, half are fucking top
Yeah.
top faggots. I mean,
I-
sorry, but that guild in the first 2 months was utter garbage. Not in the raiding aspect, but in the guild aspect of actually being a collection of people that play as a team.
Yeah. There's no such team.
No,
I just,
that-
I
I mean,
just remember one time when I wrote in a guild chat something like funnily, you know me, you know me when I'm shit talking
yeah.
about Pally something, and someone got pissed and keep your bigotry to yourself. So what the
Yeah.
fuck? Come on, man.
nobody has any, and I mean not a fucking sense of humor in that guild. And then you've got the fucking cliques, so you've got the war main peeps doing their thing, you know, Peter and Leia and all those kind of dickheads. I'm sorry, they might not be dickheads, but it comes off as kind of being a dickhead.
Yeah.
And you've got, you know, us as a clique, because we obviously play together, so we like to keep playing together.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It's not unlogical. It's just not good for a guild as a whole. Doesn't make people blend together and stuff, you know.
Yeah, we just need to keep this to get this motherfucker going, and then Ovular and stuff will come over, I guess.
No. They will not leave top lads
Ah.
for raiding Karazhan once a week.
Oh,
That's all I can offer.
understandable.
All I can offer you guys is Karazhan once a week. That's
You
all the
hear
time
me?
I've got. I'm spending 220, 30, 40 hours a week in the shop. I have no time left in my schedule.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Main thing I get to rate with you guys. Anything
do you
else?
hear me?
Yes.
Yes, sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. I've been off like 2 or 3 minutes.
Alright. So I've
So-
I've cleared my Sunday night for Karazhan. That's all I can offer. If I could offer twice a week, I'd be back at it. You know, getting our guild back together and actually doing 25 minutes.
Yeah, if you've had time, there would have been a spot for you in top lads.
I know. But if I had the time to raid full time, I would not be in top lands.
Yeah. Well,
would
now
be-
it's better. I have to say.
I don't care if it's the best place to be in the world. I'd be in Ascension.
Oh yeah, me too, of course.
I'd be in Ascension even if we didn't get to kill McTheridan or any SSC ever. I'd be in Ascension.
Is SSC also 25 man or?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Karazhan and Sul Aman, which is I guess about 7 or 8 months from now, are the only 10-man raids in this expansion.
Okay. Karazhan is 10 man?
Yes.
Ah, I thought 25 man as
No,
well.
no, 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 no.
No.
It's why it's so easy to get a small party together like ours and do that. Because it's only 10 people. And we can get the first 5 or 6 people from the guild, then we can poke, a couple of people. That'll be fine.
Yeah, right.
Probably can do the same with Zulaman eventually.
Well,
I think
if we keep going,
Sunday.
like if we keep going from now with Karazhan once a week, when Suleiman eventually does launch, we can do that. But it does require mostly full epic gear to do that dungeon. It's not
Yeah.
easy. It is challenging, and this is Netherwing.
Plus-
Everything's turned up a bit.
True, I have noticed that things are like tuned up.
Yeah, and it's because they're going from pre-nerf standpoint. But I think one thing that I'm most interested in is if they nerf it as much as they actually did when the next patch launches in a couple of weeks.
Karazhan will be very easy, right?
Yep, everything will be easy. All heroics nerfed, all most normal dungeons nerfed a bit. Certain stuff that is hard-ish, like if you've done Nimsh, if you've done Mechanar normal, the Netherbinder trash mob
Yeah.
that summons the little kind of minions that do arcane explosions,
Yeah.
they hit very hard on normal. You can easily
Or
wipe
it was in heroic,
It does on
because in
normal and
heroic
even
they do.
yeah. Well, I guess if you're coming from a kind of fresh thing perspective, they hit very hard.
Oh yeah.
Heroic, they're just insane, and if you don't hard CC
Yeah,
down,
yeah.
focus it down,
Mechanar
you're
is
done.
quite hard.
Yeah, they nerfed that to the fucking ground. Like, it doesn't even tickle post nerf.
Well, to be honest, I don't find this version difficult. You just have to know the different packs.
But I think you underestimate how shit a lot of people are.
Yeah.
A lot of people are just so bad.
Yeah. Fiora, I have to tell you that you are a very good mage. Because I've found so many shit mages pugging out there. It's insane.
I'm telling you, yeah. It
Please,
is shit.
Sheep Moon, and she Sheep's Moon when he's on top of me and I'm swiping all the time. Like, dude, sheep earlier, please.
People like us can quickly underestimate the stupidity, just how stupid people are, how bad people are at this game.
Yeah.
Because we're not used to play with sucky people.
Yeah, I mean, usually we have a lot of very nice people.
Also, this version, when you start out in heroic, is also very difficult. So
Yes,
you don't have to
the
fear for it.
first bit is quite tough, yeah.
Shattered Hold is insane. If you don't go with gear.
Wow, yeah, I remember we did the trial for that. Whoo, boy! That was intense. That was harder than... Actually, I still think that Alcatraz Heroic is the toughest.
Yeah.
At this
definitely.
point right now, before the nerfs, I think Alcatraz is the toughest.
Still staying shutter hold, so...
Yeah, it depends on your perspective. As a tank, yes, Shattered Hole is definitely the hardest, but as a healer, Alcatraz ain't easy. Come on, Neo, you pussy.
What do you wanna do?
Kill them.
Well, then also maybe it's my pose perspective. If I do a shutter hold heroic, I respect the frost, so...
Yeah, I remember that.
That may make it more bearable.
Yeah, but and also a lot of dungeons right now, if you don't bring a mage and you pug in
Yeah,
it,
they're impossible.
yeah, just impossible. I mean, if you have a guild group that's good, plays together, well geared, you can do anything with a mage. But if you try to do like a lot of dungeons, like Man the Tombs Heroic without a mage, it's just impossible. Just impossible.
Guess the Terrace, then that will come out when Sunwell comes, isn't it?
I'm sorry, what?
Guess the Terrace.
Yeah,
And that TBC.
Magister tell us.
Magic's Terrace, yeah, that's with Sunwell patch.
It's a hell of a place.
Oof.
That is also very intense, yeah. I did a couple of those on Warmane and I'm not loving that place. Then again, I was never as invested in that server as I am here.
I've never done it.
Totally, by the way, you should care for the invisible
fire, yeah.
Invisible fire.
Fire!
Fire!
Oh, that MC Knight.
Oh yes.
I
Man,
love Zavular as a Radiator. Explaining the tactics like we were 4-year-olds.
shut up, Neo.
It was awesome. Yeah, and the fire ray is invisible in this server.
Where is your shop, Trinity?
It's about 4 hours south of where you're at. So yeah.
Okay, but it's outside Aarhus or something?
Oh, in Aalborg? No, sorry, that is in the big shopping center.
Shopping center in
Aalborg
Aarhus? Aalborg?
Yeah. Well, my shop isn't, but I have a shop nearby where you are, where you can buy our specialty homemade rum and gin and tons of other shit.
I have to
You guys
go
wanna-
down and visit you in the summer.
It's in Colling, so it's about 4 or 5 hours from where you're at.
Okay.
What are you going to do now?
I'm trying to get a group for a heroic, but I think they're full. So then I'll keep helping these guys.
What dungeon do you want to do?
Well, let's see, I have a list. I need Shadow Labs normal, Alcatraz, Alkanite Crypts heroic, Blood Furnace heroic, Steamwalls heroic, Slave Pens heroic, Underbulk heroic.
I'm saved to all of those,
Ah,
except Blood Furnace, but I don't want to go there.
no, I don't want to go there either.
It's fucking cancer.
Yeah, I'm waiting with that specific item until the nerfs happened.
It's horrible.
It's quite okay on post nerf. It's quite fine, especially with the shaman for the room with the having lots of mobs come from the prisons.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, because you can kite around with Earthbind.
I fucking hate this place, Blood Furnace.
We
It's
can go.
awful.
We can go there. I mean, I can
Oh,
totally
come
boost
on.
you guys in there.
Oh,
I'd rather go.
to go on there.
I'd rather go ramparts, man.
I rather grind mobs.
Yeah, I have to agree with
Oh,
that.
hang on guys, check something out. This is the best part. Actually, come here. Come here.
What do you want to do?
And then I'll try and stay close enough so you can see me. This is the best part of having a flying mount.
Holy, you should AoE grind. You will gain a lot
What?
of gold.
Ah, yes. What?
You should AoE grind.
How? What the fuck?
You can okay, you can do laps. You can do loops, sorry, on flying mounts.
Yes, okay.
And then you just
Okay.
and the other way as well. And you just hold something else. Meanwhile, it just goes completely bananas. This is the best part of having a flying mount.
That's pretty good, man, yeah. While we're waiting, would you mind if we did a quest?
No, go on. What you want to do?
Foot of the Citadel.
Oh yeah, it's right down here.
Oh, let's do it.
Just bubble down, dude.
Bubble butt.
It's right over here.
Oh, nice.
Oh no, he's interrupted me. Could you talk the elite? Thank you.
How has this orc got dreadnought armor?
I know.
When did he go to max?
He's an imposter, clearly.
Cosplayer.
Yes, he's a cosplayer. Fucking weebs.
What do you expect, man? You're playing a 10-year-old game.
And then you take the flag and
Pride
stick it in his boot. Then you
Nice.
get the actual elite.
I hope you get this all recorded, man.
There he is.
No, Taco, we can do
What
some
the fuck? Why would he
some
attack me?
heroic.
Which one?
I'm not safe to any of them anyway, so...
Oh god, how much I love fucking Wind Fury.
Yeah. It's good,
So
isn't it?
good. So good, man.
Just imagine, right? Playing an actual shaman. The Wind Fury weapon is not one extra attack, it's 2. So when you proc, it's 2 extra attacks.
Ooh, nice.
Fuck.
And then imagine that with like Hodge on top.
Yes.
Hey, Holy, where are you going?
I can't remember the best way up.
You wanna do some AoE grinding? I can leave.
Well, let's do it.
Oh, actually, you guys are. If you want to. Neo, you're
Sure,
kind
man.
of,
Oh man.
Back in vanilla, Shaman med Sufaras can one-shot people with the Wind Fury.
Yeah, I've seen it. In fact, I've had it happen to me.
I mean, if you wanna, instead of doing rams, we can AoE grind a bit. I can leave party. You can get full XP.
We're about to do a ramps. That's why there's 2 other people in a group.
Sure, I'm just saying, if you'd rather do that, it's up to you.
Sure, man.
Oh, I'm not doing it for the XP. I just want a bit of fun.
I just need the fucking swords from ramps, so
Yeah, I know, mate.
I can have an easier time leveling.
I had the craziest Karazhan last week. Fucking
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got 7 epic items for enhancement, including the weapon from Prince. And
What the fuck?
fucking, I got tier 4 gloves for elemental and a pair of healing gloves. Fucking insane! I got 10 epic
Fucking
items in
awesome.
one night.
Nice.
Trin,
Yes.
how's Mana Tomb's heroic?
Without a mage, impossible. With a mage, not tough. You need a healer that knows what he's doing, but not necessarily in like the best gear.
Which one's Manitoons?
It's Alkanine, Serica Forest.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. The
the crit
Draenei
raiders.
burial ground. Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of weird, kind of shifty dudes.
Yeah. The not ethereal.
Oh, nice.
What are they called? I can't remember.
Ethereal.
Yeah, they are called ethereals.
Yes, yes, Ethereal.
That's sweet, sweet aura.
Oh, you're Ret again, Holy?
No, there's a red pal in the group.
Ah!
shit.
Oh, we need to reset.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we need to reset.
Gotta leave party, guys, for the reset.
Sure, okay.
Yeah, you can't reset with the button. It doesn't work on the server. By the way, this server is shit.
It is.
Yep.
Why?
There's a lot of stuff that isn't working. Or not working as intended. Just
For example?
polishing. Like, just polishes. Like, it's quite an unpolished project after they had to rebuild the entire thing back when it launched. I'm sure before that, it was wonderful. And I was in the beta for it, it was wonderful. But after they had to rebuild the entire thing, it was horrible.
But are they getting there, or
Huh?
are they getting there, or?
Yeah, they're working on it actively.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
definitely, yeah.
Do you know what's really odd? Like, with this server, I've encountered more bugs while playing in Outland than I did in the vanilla content.
Yep.
Which is just bizarre. It's usually the opposite way around.
Basically, what happened was they had a perfectly polished thing, a server that was not built
Right.
to handle more than 500 players.
Ah, okay.
Something wrong with the scripting. I'm not a technical guy. I don't know what, but the way everything was written was just horrible. And then what happens is 10,000 people try to log on. Actually, 14,000 on launch night.
The fuck?
14,000 people trying to log in to a server that can't handle it. Because the stress test they had before the launch was 800 people. So they figured, okay, maybe we'll get a couple of thousand, maybe there'll be a bit of lag. What happened was, nobody could log in. The server crashed every 15 minutes for a full week.
Yeah, right, I remember.
Yeah, it was horrible.
So,
And basically, they had to. Each crash was caused by some event in game that wasn't working, and there's a lot of stuff happening in WoW that's unique, like unique mobs, unique quests, unique items. So it just kept breaking over and over and over again. And they brought in the guys from some other project who fixed like the base of the code, kind of like rewrote the foundation of it, and then everything else broke. All these new bugs, like thousands of new bugs, started appearing, which were previously not in the server. So yeah, they properly fucked it. They properly fucked it. And I mean, for a good week, 2 weeks, it was unplayable. So yeah. Which is a shame, because it was beautiful before. I mean, everything was working before.
right, but it was only designed to deal with so many people.
Yeah, they had no
I
expectation.
really
because I don't
didn't
think
notice that many bugs yet, though.
I don't think they expected the amount of population that they got, but they have to realize the only contender for TBC currently is Warmain, which is finished. Warmain is done.
It is.
It's been on Sunwell Plateau patch for like 5 months, 6 months, if not more.
Well, just like, you even can buy the glaive in the cat shop, so Worm is like, yeah.
Now you can, yeah. Oh, initially you couldn't. The gear they sold was always 1 or 2 tiers behind,
Yeah,
which
but
doesn't justify it being there, but still, Yes, you can now buy glaives and legendary items and tier 6 in the shop.
I heard it's 300 euro for the glaive. I'm not sure it's for a pair or for one of them.
How much?
100 euro?
What?
300 euro. I'm not sure for a pair or for one
I
of
mean,
them.
300 each, I think is a fair price if you're trying to find fair pricing for something that shouldn't be sold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's pretty insane for a server to be like
They've
300
made
euro.
they've made tons of money from that server, dude, I'm telling you. On Warmain launch, I mean, Warmain's been known to kind of fuck with the numbers like population and queue and all that.
Yeah.
They added the artificial queue, everybody had to pay 5 euros to pass it. The queue was never there, but, you know, thousands of people paid 5 euros each just to access it, and then you can pay for cosmetics and race changing, name changing, faction changing, everything. And then in the Black Temple patch, they introduced the item shop where you can actually buy gear, and it just took off from there. I mean, they've made so much money from that server.
I can imagine that.
The best part of it is the scripting. It's basically a backport. Like, it's been rewritten from the Wrath of the Lich King server, which is very successful. Lots and lots and lots of people on that. Very high population, so they're used to the big numbers.
Right, okay.
And you know, it's introduced kind of balancing and I guess tuning of mobs that is too easy, because it's been kind of made too easy from the get-go. But everything's worked smooth, no lag, no nothing, only the artificial queue on the launch. So yeah. One thing they did right is make a solid base kind of game, and then they fucked it with the shop. But yeah. Warming was fun. Warming was a lot of fun.
Yeah, but we a bit late to the party, so if they require 2100 gear score for normal dungeons, you're not going to get into it.
See, yeah, Warmain's suffering from the gear score AIDS. Everybody's linking gear score, and if they had talents, I bet you they would require you to link. Sorry, achievements. I bet you they would require you to link achievements to join runs as well. Warmain is just. It's not a nice place to be. It's a toxic community. It's an untrusting community. Like gear score, if you don't know the numbers-ish, entry-level Karazhan gear score is about 2400.
Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, now I get it. The druid we played earlier, he also told me he had on Warmain 7 chars or something. With differing levels of gear score, and I have no fucking clue about gear score.
No, so an entry-level Karazhan, like a Karazhan ready person, would have 2400 gear score-ish.
Mm-hmm.
A full epic Karazhan character, like full tier 4 and shit, would have 2700-ish. If you want to join a Karazhan on Warmain today, you basically have to be full epic to have that amount of gear score, which makes no sense, but that's just how it's made. It's shit. Like demanding Black Temple levels of gear score for Suleiman. It's that bad.
Nice.
Yep. Basically, if they're saying 2100 or something for a normal dungeon, well, the gear you get from there is like for 1800 gear score, so...
Yeah, basically, if you're full blue dungeon gear, you're at 2000-ish.
Yep.
Without any epics and no kind of enhanced blue items from future reputation factions. Just standard dungeon gear, that's about 2,000. And I hate gear score because it doesn't take in like stat balancing, like a shaman wants this specific stat more than the other stat, like MP5 versus spirit, for example.
No, well, if you can just buy the arena stuff that get high gear score and get indirect hook, but
Yeah.
you will be doing shit damage.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean you end up with shamans with full spirit gear because it's the epic item they have, instead of blue gear that would actually be better for them. I'm doing more damage than you knew.
No.
Stepping up, dude.
Give me items.
And I'm in my healing gear. I can go damage gear and do a lot more damage. I'm kidding. I know your level's what, 62, 61, 61.
How am I doing compared to the hunter though?
Hunters don't even try, dude.
Okay.
Don't even bother trying. Not until you're in full tier 5 or tier 5, tier 6 gear. You can't win.
No. They used to suck so much.
Yep, and now they're basically in this like entry level rating tier 4. They are the kings.
Yeah.
Since when?
I mean, compared to vanilla, certainly.
Of course, but compare a hunter with a warlock and the warlock with
Yeah,
shit.
we spoke earlier then about warlocks being just good always through the entire
Well,
expansion. Hi,
Hunter
Vanya,
is
by
still
the way.
good. Hunter is still good in MC, so
I mean, there's such a learning curve with hunters. Like the skill level of a hunter really determines how much DPS you can do. Like really.
Please drop the sword, please. Oh, come on.
Oh, braces, that's good for you.
I got them already. They dropped like every single time I went in here.
Something I find weird is how ridiculously expensive some items are on this server. Ridiculously expensive. Like, you'll pay 150 to 200 gold for a meta gem. That's a lot of money.
What kind of thing?
A meta gem. It's a gem,
Okay.
it's a specific kind of gem that goes into your helmet.
Okay.
It's more powerful. It gives like bonus percent crit damage or movement speed, like specific stuff. It's very good. And in the next patch, they introduce the DPS meta gems for melee and casters. So expect the pricing to go even more up.
Yeah.
But being an alchemist, I can just transmute my meta and save 100 gold. Which is nice.
Is nothing in this dungeon tauntable?
Are these immune as well?
I think so. I'm trying and it just doesn't work. It's just invalid target, so they must not.
Invalid target is if it's already targeting you.
Right, that's what it might be then.
Yeah, it will specifically say immune and the taunt will go on cooldown if they are immune.
Right.
What's up, Vanya? How you doing, mate? Oh, he's a punk ass bitch.
He's already in a booze-induced coma.
Nah, sorry, I just had to kill this fucker jumping me.
That's okay, dude.
what kind of class is jumping a warlock?
I was gonna
I'm
say.
on my rogue. Jesus Christ.
See, that's a more clever kind of move. So how's the raiding going on you? You happy?
I don't know, I haven't been raiding lately.
No? Okay.
Well, I was supposed to raid on Wednesday, but my middle kid came home from Berlin for like 5 days, so I'm kind of...
What did your kid do in Berlin?
Drugs.
Yeah, she's 15, 14, so I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh, she went with her classmate.
See, I went to Berlin in 8th grade.
Yeah,
All I remember is drugs.
yeah.
Oh, fucking Berlin sucks.
It does.
Well,
every
she
fucking
liked
step-
it.
Almost,
I mean-
almost every other step, you have to watch that you're not stepping into some dog pile. It's disgusting.
Really?
The weed in Berlin was horrible.
Yeah,
It's
it's
horrible.
it sucks. The wheat in Hamburg is good though.
I'll bet. I mean, Hamburg is a weed town.
Yeah, it's
Almost.
awesome. I can fathom people who want to move to Berlin. I was once only there and jeez, it sucks.
Is it the capital of Germany or is it?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Unfortunately. But it still feels like some sort of extra territorial area
Okay.
because they think of themselves as something special, and you know that Berlin is just something weird.
I have very pleasant memories of Düsseldorf airport, specifically the airport. It's a
Why
nice
that?
place to be. They have a smoking section where you can smoke inside, which is lovely. I was very pleased with it a few years ago.
Munich is kind of beautiful.
Oh, the most beautiful place ever was Heathrow. That place is gorgeous. Gorgeous
Okay.
airport. Yeah, definitely. My favorite by far.
The airport or
Yeah, beautiful airport,
Okay.
man. Beautiful. Big selection of everything. Like, there's a vegan juice bar for faggots, obviously. But it still looks pretty damn good. There's a steakhouse in the fucking airport. Fucking steakhouse.
No, man.
what?
It's
vegan
pretty big, man.
where vegans go to get milked?
I suppose, yeah. But still, my favorite airport by far is one in Denmark, Billund Airport, because they offer a wide variety of spirits, no tax, and no VAT. The airport actually pays the VAT and the tax on the product for you, so you can buy it. Not just tax-free, but actually VAT-free, which is very cheap.
Nice.
Almost half price of normal market value. You don't get that from the Copenhagen airport, Kastrup airport. You don't get that. They don't do that for you. Shit airport.
Screw Copenhagen, bro.
I hate Copenhagen.
Why
Hate
would
that
you?
place. I hate that place.
Come on, it's where Cantalas lives.
I mean, yes, he certainly does. Doesn't make me like it anymore though.
It should though.
No, I'm telling you, I've gone to Copenhagen I think 4 times total, 5 including
Okay.
a plane trip.
How big is it? How many?
What, a
living
million
there?
people ish?
Only okay.
No, I mean Denmark only has what 7 million people in the country, so it's
7 million?
Yeah.
No. More like 5.2, 5.
really. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was bigger. But that's what she said. No, I thought it was bigger. Fuck. But it's not
Hell
about
no.
it's not about the amount of people. It's just about the level of douchiness. Like,
Yeah,
the
that
level of
seems-
douche you
It
get.
seems to be a theme among capital cities, I guess.
Yeah, and actually Los Angeles, which is a large city, not a capital, but a very large city, was not that douchey as I expected.
Okay.
Surprisingly mellow kind of people.
When have you been there?
2014? Yeah, 14 or 15. I don't remember.
The fuck? Why I'm getting so much damage?
It's an aura, don't worry about it. It's just
Okay.
a paladin, he's not moving out. Oh, that dude killed the dog. Ree! Holy, move away from everybody. Run, Holy!
No, I didn't have the aura. I got it then at the end of the fight.
Yeah, I know you got it at the end. That's what I'm saying. Move.
Wouldn't you need that? Holy?
It's very nice for tanking. You can put a couple stamina gems in it. It's got a bit of dodge, a bit of crit, which is useful.
Yeah, I guess I could use it. It's better
Take
than
it.
the stamina.
Oh, fuck the pallet. Ah, nah.
No.
A four. A goddamn four.
Nah. I mean, actually, the US in general was quite a nice place to be. Just the places we went, at least. I haven't seen the entire thing, obviously.
I think so. People I know from there are pretty decent.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I
obviously, you get a handful of douchebags. You get that in every country, every town.
Of course, man.
But it was quite nice. Quite like to go back and explore the smaller kind of big cities. Like, I'd love to see, like, Texas, like Austin and Dallas.
I'd love to
And,
see Seattle. Oh man, I would
Seattle,
so
yeah,
much
see-
love
I mean-
to go there.
Any place that has a whiskey distillery, I'm there. And at the moment, Texas is fucking killing it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like, really, really good whiskey from that state.
Where's the best whiskey from though? Still Scotland or?
Let me give you a very known kind of quote from the whiskey community. The best whiskey in the world is the one you like to drink, the way you like to drink it. There's no such thing as measuring how good a whiskey is. It's all personal preference and taste and preference.
Okay.
My personal favourite is a Scotch whiskey called Macallan Rare Cask Black Edition. It's about
Why Scotch though? Ah, Scotch is so sharp, man.
Nah, not if you get the good. I mean, you can get some that isn't. I mean, it's all flavour, really, what you like. If you like something that is not sharp, you want some sweet whiskey. You want something that's been matured in barrels from sherry or similar. You'll get something that's nice and mellow and round and lovely to drink. I bet you I can find a handful of Scotch whiskies you would love.
Sure, man. When I'm coming to pick you up for not Oslo, how is it called? The capital of Sweden.
I'm not going to Stockholm,
Stockholm.
dude.
Why not?
I'm
Come on.
not. Have you seen how far it is?
So what,
It's
man?
900 kilometers. 900.
Why not? Well, it's Oslo then. Visit slow.
Paddy's not moving. Move early.
Ouch.
Nah, fuck no, I'm not driving to Stockholm. I would
Come on, Boots.
if I was single, but I'm not. If I was single, I'd spend my money however the fuck I want, but I'm not.
I'll take the ring then.
Yeah, it's not a bad
Do
ring.
it, man.
Actually, I'll say that's even pretty good for tanking.
Oh, what the fuck?
It's better than what I've got.
The other fucking Pelly is rolling on everything. Winning everything, in fact.
What the fuck? Why did you... Oh, right. Because
Green
no one
rolling,
could...
don't worry. I think I'm gonna go do something else.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I'm kinda burnt out now, too.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna quickly check the auction house. Because there might be something interesting for you in there.
I ran this shit for fucking 6-7 times and fucking sword won't drop.
Don't go complaining on me from item drops. I'm 100 runs deep into Black Mirage and I still don't have the trinket.
What?
Yep. I gave up. I'm way past exalted on that faction. I just gave up. 100 runs and I still don't have the fucking...
That's insane, man.
I know.
It's really insane. It's like, what
Like
was it in... No, what was it with our raid? The fucking tier?
Yeah, tier and DFT.
Didn't want to drop.
Well, I did 150 lava runs on Elysium for Ironfoe.
You're
Never got
insane.
it.
Did it drop at least?
Dropped 3 times, lost 3 times.
But you didn't get it.
No, I lost it 3 times.
Are you serious?
Yep. Once
Oh,
I
man.
actually passed it because I
Oh,
passed
come
it.
on.
No, it was okay. It was for some warrior.
Fleeky, I think.
Yes, right.
Could
I
be
think it was
Fleeky.
Fleeky. Yeah, it was Fleeky, I guess. I remember something.
How many runs?
150.
It's fucking insane.
And then I lost it once to a fair roll between me and Books.
Okay.
I lost Ironfoe to Books.
And
Yes.
then he never was seen
Fucking
again.
Bugs.
No, he was seen again.
Yeah, no.
But,
I'm just kidding.
yeah. And then the third one, actually that was the first one that dropped. I lost to a holy paladin. From
Yes, I know.
yeah,
I remember that guy.
yes,
Fucking asshole.
Yes.
Fuck.
Real
Wait. Wasn't I present when that happened?
I don't remember. It's been too long, mate. It's 2 years.
Well, I still do not get over it that Lawson can get Ironfall in level 56, so...
Yeah. So Niobe,
Sure.
there is currently no good weapons at all on the auction house that a rogue could use, which is a shame, because I was gonna buy you a weapon.
No, it's cool, man.
Oh, actually, do you have a epic mount?
Not yet.
How much gold do you have?
Currently at 220.
Okay,
Have to grind a bit.
okay,
Was too lazy.
sure.
Oh, come on, man. Are you serious?
Do you know how much gold I can make on this character if I actually put the effort into it?
Are you herbalist?
Is it 600 gold to just buy a mount and ride in from the vendors?
Yes.
That's nuts.
You're insane, man. Thanks.
I can make 150 gold an hour on average.
The fuck.
So I'm good. If I actually
What are
put
you
the effort
farming?
into it, I farm maybe half an hour every morning before work.
Ah, okay.
So I get gradual gold, and I get 30 gold a day from my transmute. So. Trust me, money's nothing. I don't spend any money. I'm fully enchanted, fully geared, fully
Nice.
gemmed. I don't need anything else. My crafted items are crafted and equipped. I don't need anything. I'm exalted with the scribes. Don't need to buy that. Already bought it. I think I've probably spent 11 or 12,000 gold on this character.
What the fuck?
I mean, obviously 5,000 for the epic flying.
Oh man, can't wait to farm that shit.
Yeah, I was lucky enough that I was in the first wave of raiding guilds that were buying herbs, and because everybody was, obviously trying to farm them, but everybody's trying to farm them,
Yeah,
so
totally.
nobody's getting any. So I was camping Manathistle spawns, and each herb sold for 4 gold each. And I was camping them with a timer, like you do with Black Lotus.
Yeah.
And I was getting close to 250, 300 gold an hour for a good 2 weeks before it started to drop down to reasonable-ish levels. But even at the launch, all herbs were selling like mad because everybody's trying to get alchemy and start getting transmutes going and stuff like that.
Green foil is selling like mad. I
Yeah,
saw.
it is.
For the flasks.
Yeah, for the vanilla flasks.
There's still like this 50 gold stack, so
It's so fucking insane.
Yeah.
Have to farm with my have to level my druid and farm with him. Or with
What
her,
you
in
should
fact.
do is eventually, when you get more gold, is put some money into some cooldown profession on your ult, like alchemy, tailoring.
Yeah, I got alchemy on my druid. Alchemy and herbalism.
It's not much, but if you get 20-30 gold a day, I mean, from nothing. What I do
Yeah,
is
right.
literally, I go in the auction house, I buy a primal mana for 10 gold, I craft it into a primal fire, and sell that for 30 gold. I do that every morning.
Nice.
If you're a transmute master, you can buy the mats for a primal might for about 80 gold. 80, 90, actually a lot less if you transmute the primal air by yourself. So you can transmute the air from water and then something else, whatever. And then you can proc extra primal might. I remember Crack from Top Lads. He got a 4 proc I think on his primal might. That's a bonus 600 gold.
What the fuck?
But
well,
it's
it's less now. This 100.
it's less now, but when he did it, it was 150 gold for primal might. That's a 600 gold proc.
Well, you're actually better with Elixir Master for the flask, so...
Yes, and actually Potions Master's been quite nice. It's not as kind of... It's more gradual, it's more steady extra income. It's not as explosive as getting a 5 proc on a big flask or a big transmute.
Well, the 5 procs are pretty rare.
I've got 1 so far on...
The highest I've got is a 4 proc, and I got it today for making 60 flasks for trip.
How many
Basically,
did you get?
6. I got 1 4 proc. I got 13 procs all in all of 16 flasks.
It's pretty good. I procced a 5 on Destruction Potion.
Let me put it... Yeah, go ahead.
At the time, the Destruction Potions were nothing on the auction house, so I sold those for 6 gold each. It's pretty good.
Well, for the last, I think it's last 2 or 3 days, I have made 98 flasks of the old flask for trap, and I procced, let's see,